Good morning, children. Welcome to the science class. So, in the last class, we were learning about the lesson number 2, plants. So, under that, we studied the photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis, children? The process of preparing the food by the plants is called as photosynthesis. After that, we learnt about the insectivorous plants. So, the plants that feed on insects are called as insectivorous plants. So under that we learned the two examples, the pitcher plant and Venus flytrap. So now moving on to the today's topic. Now as we know that we observe the variety of plants are present in our environment, understood. So now sometimes what happens, we destroy many of the plants for our needs, but still we find that there are plenty of plants around us. So the reason that the plants keep on growing in number is nothing but it is called as reproduction. So what is this reproduction? The plants keep on growing because they keep on reproducing. That is, the process by which these plant they produce a new plant. They produce a new plant of its own kind. Of its own kind is called as reproduction. So now we'll move on to our today's topic, that is the reproduction. So what is reproduction, children? All the living things, that is the animals, human beings, and also the plants, as the plants are also living things, they reproduce. That means they produce a new plant to maintain their race and also to keep the number on the earth, children. So the process by which these plants they produce a new plant of its own kind is called as reproduction. So the reproduction, it takes place in two ways. The reproduction in plants, it takes place in two ways. Most of the reproduction in plants, it takes place through seeds, children. And as we have seen, the first way of reproduction, it is through the seed. Now here you can observe that in the picture, this is the picture, the structure of the seed. So now when we see the seed here, yes, so the reproduction of the plant takes place through the seeds. As we know that the seed of a plant, usually where it will be present, the seed is usually it develops inside the fruit. As the fruit ripens, what happens? The seed, it becomes mature, and these seeds get dispersed through various agents like the air, water, insects, and human beings. So they get dispersed into the environment, and when they are dropped onto the soil, what happens? They grow into a new plant. Now all the seeds that are dropped in the soil do not grow into a new plant, children, because most of them they die due to the unfavorable conditions. Only those seeds which get favorable conditions like the appropriate air, water, soil, and proper temperature, only those seeds they grow into a new plant. Yes, so this is about the reproduction through seeds. So now when we move on to the next type of reproduction, how the reproduction takes place in the plant. So now the reproduction takes place through the different parts of a plant. Now which are those different parts? So these different parts can also be called as vegetative parts. It may be the underground stem, the stem, and the root and the leaf. So the reproduction that takes place through the underground stem. So first we have taken the underground stem. That means the stem which grows in some plants, what happens? The stem which grows above the soil, it what happens when the plant stores the food. When the plant store the food, children, yes, so this stem usually it starts growing under the ground. So that type of stem which stores the food in the stem, it is called as underground stem. Example, you can take up the ginger and the potato. Yes, the other when you take up the first example of a potato, Here you can observe on the potato small black regions will be present, children. Yes, so that regions are called as the bud. Yes, and when your mother, when she brings the potato from the market and she doesn't use the potato, and for a week or say 2 weeks, what happens, you can observe from the bud region. In the picture also you can observe, from the bud region a small green outgrowth starts growing. Understood? So from this what you can come to know that a new plant is it starts growing. Okay, another new plant starts growing from the bud region, from all the bud regions, the black marks. Okay, from all the bud regions, here you can observe that small outgrowth starts growing. And when this outgrowth starts growing, if you sow that underground stem, that is the potato, and if you sow it in the soil, you'll get a new plant. When that gets the favorable conditions, that is the appropriate air, water, soil and temperature, is from the bud region, you can observe a new plant starts growing. Understood? The roots also have developed, the stem starts growing towards the sun, and the root starts growing towards the soil. Understood? So the reproduction that takes place through the vegetative parts of a plant, that is, it may be the underground stem, that reproduction is called as vegetative reproduction. So now the reproduction may takes place through the stem cutting, root and leaf also, children. So when you take up the stem cutting, example is the rose. So rose and jasmine we can take. And when you want to grow a new plant, what we are doing, we just cut the stem of the parent plant, and just we cut the stem and we sow it in the soil. And after, as it gets the favorable conditions, the plant, it grows into a new plant. Understood? And the from the root also you can observe, in the picture you can observe, yes, the young plant will start growing from the root also. Here example is Murraya plant, where the from the tree, the Murraya tree is present here, and here next by the side you can observe the young plant, it is growing from the roots, it grows from the roots, children. So this is the vegetative reproduction. The reproduction that takes place through the root is called as vegetative reproduction. And here you can observe the ginger. This is a vegetative reproduction that takes place through the underground stem. The ginger is an underground stem which grows under the soil. And here in the picture, in the next picture, you can observe the vegetative reproduction takes place by the leaf. So on the leaf, this is the bryophyllum plant. In the bryophyllum plant, you can observe on the leaf, children, on the edges of the leaf, small bud-like regions will they start growing, and from the bud region you can observe the two leaves starts growing and small thin root starts growing. So a new plant is being produced. A new plant is being produced on the leaf. Understood? So this is known as vegetative reproduction by the leaf. When we cut that part of the leaf and when we sow it in the soil, you will get a new plant again. Understood? So the vegetative reproduction through stem cutting, the root and the leaf, these are all okay. Through this we can reproduce a new plant through the underground stem, through the root, through the stem cutting and through the leaf. Understood? So these are the two ways of reproduction that takes place in plants. Most of the plants, they reproduce by seeds, children. The next one is the reproduction of plants through the underground stem, the stem cutting, the root and the leaf. Okay, so now we'll move on to the structure of a seed. When we take up the structure of the seed, okay, so now before going to the structure of a seed, here just will, here in this picture it is clearly we can observe the parts of the seed, children. So now when this is the bean seed, this is the bean seed, children, or you can take up the gram seed also. When you soak it for 10 hours to or 12 hours in water, okay, and after that you just pick one seed and observe the structure carefully. You will notice that a small black spot will be present on the seed, and that is called as micropyle. Here it is here you can observe the small black spot on the seed. It is called as micropyle. So what is micropyle, children? Micropyle is a small hole that is present on the seed through which the it allows through the hole, okay, it allows the water to enter inside, okay, it enter inside the seed. So micropyle is a hole through which it allows the water to enter inside the seed. Understood? So this is the first part of the seed, and the next part, when we take up the next part, here in this picture you can observe the seed coat. The next part of the seed is the seed coat. What is the seed coat? Seed coat is the outer layer of the seed. You can remove the layer. When you sow it in the soil, it may be the green gram or the bean seed, you can remove one layer, the green color layer. Okay. So that layer is called as seed coat. What is that layer called, children? It is the seed coat. So the outer covering of the seed is called as seed coat, and this seed coat, it protects the seed. It protects the seed. Understood? Yes. So now the next part of the seed is the cotyledons. What are these cotyledons? When we just split the seed into two, when the bean seed can be split into two, and here you can observe the two cotyledons are present in the seed, children, in the bean seed. Understood? So in the gram, in the green gram, in the peas and in the beans, you can observe the two cotyledons will be present. So whereas when you take up the wheat and the rice and maize seed, there only one cotyledon will be present. So you can't just split the rice seed into two. There is only one cotyledon. It is having only one cotyledon, whereas the bean seed, it has the two cotyledons. Now these cotyledons, why they are present? These are the with cotyledons, they store the food for the baby plant. They store the food for the baby plant. Now here, as we just split the two seeds, you can observe the baby plant, children. Understood? The two leaves, and the two leaves are attached. Yes, and here you can observe the two leaves, small two light green color leaves will be present, and these will be attached to one of the cotyledon. Understood? So the two leaves which are present inside the cotyledons, they are called seed leaves, or they are also called as the baby plant. So inside we can observe that there is a baby plant present inside the seed. Understood? So now when we take up the, here you can observe, yes, the micropyle is okay, in this picture it is not been given. You can observe the seed coat, the cotyledon, the baby root. Here you can observe the, yes, the baby root, children. Okay. So baby plant, it contains a small baby root, and here you can observe the two leaves. Yes, these two leaves, they are called as the baby stem or baby shoot. Okay, so these together, it is called as baby plant. Now the cotyledon which is present, okay, As it stores the food, the baby plant uses the stored food from the cotyledons to grow. Understood? When this seed is put in the soil, what happens? When it gets the favorable conditions like the appropriate air, water, soil and proper temperature, the baby root starts growing. It takes the food from the cotyledon and it starts growing into a future root, and this root just grow towards the soil and it grow. Okay, and the baby shoot, okay, it just grow as it gets the food or the nourishment from the cotyledons. What it does, it starts growing and it becomes the future shoot or future stem. And as the stem it starts growing, it just grows upwards. It grows upwards and it, what happens, the leaves start growing. Understood? On the stem. So the baby shoot, it becomes the future stem, and the baby root, it becomes the future root of a plant, children. Understood? Yes. So these are the parts of a baby. These are the parts of a seed: the micropyle, seed coat, cotyledons, baby plant. Micropyle is a small black spot, okay, and this we call it as micropyle. Micropyle allows the water to enter inside the seed. Seed coat is the outer layer of the seed which protects the seed, so it is called as seed coat. Cotyledons, it stores the food. In some seeds there may be two cotyledons, in some seeds there may be one cotyledon. So the cotyledons, it stores the food for the baby plant, and inside the cotyledons we can observe the two small green leaf like structures okay, they are present inside the cotyledons, and these are nothing but the baby plant. And this baby plant gets the nourishment or gets the food from the cotyledons and it starts growing. As it gets the favorable conditions, the baby root starts growing into a root, and the baby shoot, the two leaves, it becomes the shoot of the plant. Understood? So this is about the structure of a seed, children. So in the next class we'll move on to the next topic. Okay, thank you.